when you're kicking accurately, like we had people question your practice. But we practice all the time. And Chris Fagan following the Lions-Essendon clash on Saturday night at the Gabba. You could pull your hair out, couldn't you? 21 behind. That's why I've got my next guest on the line right now. He can help step us through it. He's a goal-kicking guru. In fact, he had a dream of playing the AFL, in which he did. He was selected by the GWS Giants, but a broken leg put pay to that. He then took up punting. That's right, NFL, and earned a scholarship to Louisiana State University. So he knows a thing or two about kicking, and that is now his business. Have you been watching? What can you see? What can you tell from those glances?
I'm actually not a footy nuffy, and I've been overseas for a few months, but I did take a look at one shot in particular from Joe Danaher. And I love Joe, played footy with him in AIS when we were 17. And what I see and where a lot of people go wrong with their set shots is they take too many steps. So what we learnt as punters is that you could still kick the ball 50, 60 meters off just three steps. Now, I'm not saying that they need to do that, but if they can shorten their run up, it leaves less room for error. You're not going to misalign with the target. You're not going to be unbalanced. You're going to be unsteady. And then you also less time to overthink it. And I saw Joe, he had that one shot, set shot he missed, and then later launched one from 60 off of 4 steps. So just catching the ball, 4 steps, not even thinking about it, and sails it through. So if they can shorten their run-ups, and that's why you see a lot of guys opt to snap the ball. It's a reason why they opt to snap the ball instead of kick the drop punt, because they're doing it off less steps and not thinking about it.
It seems to me on the back end of that, on the run, bang, kick, go, less time to think about it.
That's what's great about our game is it's so dynamic. And look, so on the run shots, look, that's a whole new ball game. But when you've got the set shot where it's a bit more of a closed skill, it's definitely a massive area where guys need to improve on. And look, when Joe had that shot off of 4 steps, could easily kick it 60 meters. When it didn't bounce through, it made it on the full. And then when guys go to their set shot, they take, like Joe's was 11 steps, people going up to 16 steps. So all this room to go off, misaligned from the target, overthink it. They're not in a steady approach. And then their ball drops all out of whack. So yeah, lots of things can go wrong when they have that long run up.
We are picking the brains of the kickingconsultant.com is where you find Josh Groud. And Josh, all right, what's easier to change then? Is it the overthinking, is it the mental side, or you're saying take less steps? To me, changing technique, and again, I'm just going on, personal experience trying to change a golf swing, let's say, that takes a lot of time and a lot of practice. Maybe something for the off season, or can you change it within a week?
Well, look, like the technique, like if you're really changing the actual technique of the kick, because that's the thing, the kick happens in the last 1 to 2 steps. So I wouldn't touch that during the season, like your grip and all that sort of stuff. That's for the off season. But as it's so easy just to not walk back as far, force yourself to kick. And now I'm not saying you kick off 3 steps like we did as punters. 5. You need 5 steps. Don't even worry about the walking part. Just like launch firmly into it. And that's something that you can address in a week.
The mental side of it then, is there something that they can do? Is it the shutting out the noise around them? Is it stepping through a process? Like, what's the mental approach? Because you get so much going on, haven't you? When in a match, you've got opposition trying to put you off. You've got the crowd either against you or with you, the big stage, the pressure of the moment. Is there any simple rules or techniques that you use to keep that mental process clear and the same?
Well, you need to practice in those situations. So one thing we did in American football was every Thursday in our main session, we would have big speakers blaring out the crowd noise, opposition fight songs, all that sort of stuff. So then when you get to the game, you're used to it, as opposed to thinking you can just block it out. So practice under the same situations as much as you can. And I heard that clip of Fag saying that, yeah, we've been working on it, but are you working on it in the right way? Like, I'll see guys practice set shots at AFL clubs without anyone standing the mark. And it's just things like that where you've got to make it as situational as possible, and even going to so far to the extreme that then the game becomes easier.
Train as you play. It's a really good shout. Really good shout. Do you have confidence? I mean, he mentioned like during the middle of the season when they were on that 10-run winning streak, he changed nothing. They changed really nothing up at training. They were still doing the same stuff, and the accuracy was there, but then that fell away. When you get a case of the yips like this, are you confident that it can turn around, especially in big pressure matches? I mean, it's sudden death from here on in.
Yeah, well, I mean, one saying we used to have was adapt or perish. And look, you got to be able to adjust to what's going on, and you got to have a look, and you can't have that old school approach, a bit more forward thinking with it all. And yeah, focus on it. I mean, it's how you win games. Looking back, like I'm glad they were inaccurate against my old boys, the Giants, but that it's the most important part of the game. If you can't kick, you can't deliver a game plan. And then if you can't kick goals when it matters the most, like what are you doing? So you need to spend more time on it, practicing it the right way.